All right, bro. How y'all doing? Today's a very special day. It's November 18th, 2024, and it's Monday, but that's not why it's special. Today's special because it's like the first day that I'm doing the journey to profitability. So I'm going to start this new thing where it's basically like trade recaps again, market reviews, stuff like that. Anything that's kind of insightful to y'all. And I'm just going to post it and go over like all the stuff that happens throughout the day. If I trade, then I'll post the trade and kind of go through all the stuff and what I was thinking and whatnot, what the outcome was, risk. So yeah. Oh, we back. I don't know how big to make the fucking camera. Hold up. I'm gonna put it like right there. I hope I'm not like obstructing anything. Alright, I'm gonna turn everything off right now. This is the daily chart, and currently 4:55 p.m. so I'm already done trading. I didn't take a main trade today, but I did take one on a different account. Coming into today, obviously we're filling in this giant daily imbalance right here. The last couple of days we came out of a consolidation. I'll show you all in the 4 hour. I was consolidating for a couple of days, and then it just started dropping like this pretty much the entire week. I only took one trade last week. I took a trade on Monday and I didn't trade the entire rest of the week. If you're asking why I didn't trade the entire rest of the week, it's because I was kind of demanding a lot at a price. Coming in, we had an SMT right here, and then later on we formed another one up top with these two highs right here, and it was just kind of chopping. And over the previous chop sessions, there's been a lot of bullshit going on. You can see another one right here. It was chopping for like a whole week. Same with all these. This could be considered an SMT if you really want to, but this only swept this by like literally one tick. This was chopping for about another week or so, and then it comes down. Neither of them sweep this final low right here, so it might be like generating or something, but then it just rallied out of nowhere. So I've been pretty cautious recently. The biases have been all like fucked up and whatever, so I've just been demanding a lot more to actually go and enter on price. But pre-market going in, I'm gonna hide some of this shit. Alright, so this is what price looked like before market open. Basically everything to the left right here. So we were in this giant daily fair value gap, and price actually came down to 0.62 on here, and then on S&P it hit 0.5. So I figured since it's been going down, it might be time for a retracement. But there was actually a 4 hour, I don't know if y'all can see that, 4 hour, I guess you could call it a BPR, but honestly it's closer to just a normal fair value gap. But 4 hour fair value gap on both sides here. This one ended up inversing later on today, but 4 hour bullish FVG up in there. I'm gonna delete it because it's not crazy important, but I was just generally bullish on the day going in. And when I opened the charts, it had already came down to here, and there was also, what the fuck is going on? This is the New York 9:30 open right on this candle right here. I'm US Central, so I'm an hour behind, but this is when it opened. There's a 15-minute BPR right here as well, so that was a reason to go long, and I was looking for a reason to long right here because I was bullish and shit like that. It actually ended up starting to form an SMT right here. As you can see though, if it had just formed this, and you can see it start to rally a little bit, I was just waiting for like a 3-minute or 2-minute break of structure. If it had gone off of this, then I would have entered like straight off the bat, longing, aiming for maybe a partial at these relative equals right here, and then take the rest off at these relative equals. The S&P already took these, but I think I was still bullish, so I still thought I was going to come up here and sweep these. So yeah, I mean, this could have been a really good long, but obviously you can see that it wasn't No News Monday. There's no news today other than G20. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's still a no news Monday. There's no red folder or anything. This bitch just started chopping, and I don't know why. It just looks like a giant blob right here as it was forming the SMT. And for that reason, I did not enter on my main account, but on my other account, which I have like 2 evals right now, I might do this thing where I decide with one of them to go more risk on or just trade more aggressively, put more blanket trades on without like confirmation just at like the beginning of the day and shit like that. Because once you start to get like a daily bias and stuff like that, then your daily bias is right like 60-70% of the time. So blanket trades aren't too bad of an idea sometimes. Like in this scenario right here, I don't see any entry in this at all. It was chopping, then it randomly expanded. The break of structure, I would have taken it on a 3-minute, but it broke I mean, it was choppy up in here, but it didn't even break structure until this point right here, which I wasn't going to enter off this because this would have killed the risk to reward 1.4 instead of like 2 or something. I would have preferred. So I'd put a order on right here if I wanted to retrace. Did not retrace, just rocketed, chopped a little bit, then rocketed. I didn't trust this SMT at all, like I said, just because of the chop right here. It was not a clean SMT. If it had came down, this one came down, doesn't sweep, and then started going off of that, then it would have been a clear entry right there, but it didn't. I will show y'all what I did catch on the other account though. This was like, I think I put this on like right at the beginning of the day. I had this other account and I was just fucking with it. This wasn't on my main account though. I didn't take a trade on my main account, but I did catch this move. I just straight up entered like right here, pre-market actually, at this low right here to get up to this high bullish and then sweep these relative equals just because I was bullish on the day. But again, I mean, there's the 15-minute BPR and stuff like that, but I didn't catch a trade on my main account. There was not enough confluence. Later on in the day though, I can show y'all. As you can see, we ended up coming up here. We actually formed an hourly fair value gap. We swept all these back here. Later on, it actually formed another SMT. This was an hourly fair value gap. It was on both of them actually, and I'm gonna delete this daily fair value gap that's in here, turning my whole screen gray. We came down SMT right here. I was watching this in like math class or something like that, waiting for this to SMT. It came down basically excuse me, it came down and this was the start of the SMT right here. So it comes down, starts going back up a little bit, but then it came down again and formed kind of another one, but literally like earlier it was chopping. So that's not a sign of good price at all, and if it's not good price, SMTs aren't really that credible. And this was the dumbest looking SMT I ever seen. I would have taken a break of structure on this if that SMT looked better once again. It kind of formed a double one there. I'd put this entry on. Since like earlier in the day, once it broke structure, it just kept going. I was hesitant to enter on this just because it wasn't that high confluence, and then I put an order on later, like right here, but it never ended up filling. I put it on like right on this candle probably. If it came down, I would have entered, targeting these relative highs right here. And on the NASDAQ, it actually looked pretty good. There were like 3 of them that were stacked up, and then if this SMT holds, then that's obvious, but I ended up not taking it. It was too late in the session, and again, it was a shitty SMT. So that was the second shitty SMT of the day. Hopefully we get some better price in the next couple days. I caught a little move, or not even a little, I caught a big move on my shit account. That's what I'm gonna call it, my shit account. I might fuck with this shit account, I might not. I might blow the shit account, to be honest with you, but I'm not gonna blow my main account. I haven't traded in an entire week on my actual main account just because price has been all over and the buys. I mean, I've had a pretty good idea of where it was going, but I just haven't been seeing what I wanted to see to actually go and enter in. So it's been a little bit rough out here, but I think we're fine. I think we're going to see a lot better price for the month of November. This is the rest of the week. Flash PMI and then unemployment. Thursday and Friday are probably going to be the best trading days of the week. I don't know why my time is off on this. But yeah, Thursday, Friday, these are probably when I'm going to look for the best trades, and we'll probably have a developed bias by then. This is either going to go up or it's going to go down. I wouldn't be surprised if it went down and started seeking out these lows like right in here, and then seeked out these 2 basically equal lows on the S&P right here. It swept this by a tick, but that definitely didn't fill all the orders, so it might revisit this. There's also like a little liquidity void in here, some other stuff, but I'm going to give it a little bit, see what it wants to do from here. I don't know, honestly. I'm kind of like, I just want to see how it plays out. I could see if it wanted to react off of this daily bullish fair value gap and keep going up since it's in a bullish trend, but if it turned around right here, disrespected the daily fair value gap to sweep all this stuff, I wouldn't be surprised because we just took all-time highs. Back in July, we had made the previous one and we swept it like a week ago. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it though, low-key. Yeah, that was a decent day. I'm not tweaking at all about this price. The first one just didn't retrace at all. Once it proved that it was a valid SMT, it didn't really want to retrace. It just kept on going. I didn't think it looked good from the get-go. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to change anything, because if I start taking SMTs that look like this, I'm going to get caught up in a lot of shit price. So I wouldn't, like I said, I'm not tweaking. I'm not, double thinking this or anything. I don't think that's a good looking SMT at all. And neither is this, because this is just fucking chopping around. But yeah, If y'all have any thoughts, any trade stuff like that, let me know. That's pretty much it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the first day of Journey to Profitability. I'll catch y'all when I take another trade. Peace.